6:47 leading off our Sunrise Smart Start for Tuesday. The breaking story at this hour, police chasing an officer hit by a stolen Kia in the northwest part of the city. All of this near Locust and Dewey. Ron Spitzer back live with us from the scene right now. Ron, we just saw that fourth person taken into custody live here. What else can you tell us about what happened?
Yes, we did, Brennan. Captain Torriello earlier did tell us that there were 4 suspects in that Kia you mentioned earlier. 3 are in custody, and the 4th, as far as we know, is in that vehicle, though it was not yet confirmed. There was a series of events that led to this point. Initially, at around 4:45 a.m., a 911 call came in this morning for people breaking into a vehicle in the area of South Goodman. Now, while responding to that call, the officer was struck while outside of his vehicle while the suspects made their way into a different vehicle. He is currently at Rochester General being evaluated for his injuries. Like I said, there were 4 people. 3 are already in custody and 1 we believe to be in that vehicle. A car chase then ensued, which is how we made it to Dewey and Locust. Now, this person that was brought out was resisting just a bit. There do appear to be other people in that house, whether they are the homeowners or somehow related. We are not quite sure yet, as we did not receive an update. This is still very much an active scene. The presence is quite large. There does seem to be access to the street, though the street behind me, Locust and Dewey itself, is blocked off. Guys, we will keep you updated this morning. For now, Brennan, I'm tossing it back to you.
Ron, thank you again. The latest there, the officer, okay, we know, at the hospital getting evaluated, and 4 people in custody. Another scene breaking overnight, 2 people hospitalized after a double shooting. That happened a little after 11 near Mohawk Street and Portland Avenue. As police were investigating, these 2 victims were dropped off at the hospital. A man and a woman shot, both in their 30s, both expected to live. At this point, no suspects arrested or announced for that case. And as we get more information on all of these breaking scenes, our News 8 team has been covering for hours now. We will share that with you as soon as we have them on News 8 when we see you again at 7:25 during CBS Mornings and online throughout the morning at rochesterfirst.com. These crime scenes overnight come after one of the worst weekends in recent memory for Rochester, and local leaders are speaking about that, their reactions to 6 lives lost in homicides from Friday to Monday. It began Friday night with a fatal shooting, and then Saturday, 2 killed in a triple shooting. Sunday, a man stabbed to death inside the Winton Garden Towers, and a few hours after that stabbing, another triple shooting that claimed 2 lives. The only arrest made so far for the deadly stabbing at the apartment tower. 71-year-old Raul Ascano was arraigned yesterday, pleaded not guilty to a charge of second-degree murder.
On a given weekend, folks are having a good time, and I want folks to have a good time. This is a city we like to be able to celebrate. But then in the next moment, when someone disrespects someone, so they decide to pull out their gun and just execute the people who they were having disagreements with, I think we have to look inward as a community to see how collectively we work to say this is not normal.
With this latest wave of violence, the city's homicide recorded total is at 20 for this year. In other cases we're following, a local man will spend the next 12 years behind bars after he hid a camera inside a church bathroom. Prosecutors say 61-year-old Stephen Nycott, pictured there, set up a camera pointed at the showers inside a church in Orleans County, knowing some of those who would be in there would be children. They also found images of kids taken in the bathroom of his own home. Nycott is also a registered sex offender on top of the 12 years in prison. Your Sunrise traffic updates here at 6:51 just showed you that investigation shutting down Locust and Dewey. The view there from the west side as we check our main expressways. Things are starting to pick up here early on this Tuesday, but we don't see anything on the map other than green on our main thoroughfares. We'll check traffic again when we see you at 7:26. Just a reminder, today the Genesee nuclear power plant is performing one of its siren tests it does every so often. That's scheduled to run about 4 minutes from 9:30 to 10. So people in Webster, Penfield, even close to the Irondequoit Bay, you may hear that going off. No need to panic. Again, this is just a test, and there could be more sounds with more testing done throughout the day. A ceremonial groundbreaking for a huge affordable housing project here in the city. It's $70 million, that investment at the intersections of Main and Plymouth to create nearly 170 units. There will also be 95 supportive units on site. offering services for at-risk populations, such as those needing support when they get out of prison, people at risk of being homeless, and more. The organizers say this is about removing the stigma surrounding affordable housing.
Supportive housing is really our mission and what we believe in. Everybody deserves a good house, and no matter if they've had past challenges or had difficulties in the past, they deserve a quality housing, and we believe that's a stabilizing force for them to stabilize the rest of their lives as well.
They hope to have that work done by next summer. Let's talk about the Genesee Brewery getting a big boost to upgrade its 27-acre campus, a $50 million investment for its parent company. Genesee has been under the FIFCO umbrella since 2009, so this support will go towards building new packaging facilities in one of the warehouses with an increased demand for new shapes and sizes of cans. Staff leaders there expect this will help a lot with new packaging while trying to stay efficient, and it also means they can begin contract brewing with Labatt products.
In the past, we have imported Labatt Blue and Blue Light from Canada. That doesn't change, but now, based on the consumer demand for that product, we're able to also supplement that, so we can make the beer here as well.
She has the main focus of the operation will be promoting the vibrant future of the brewery. They do have plans to add about 57 jobs over the next 3 years, and that completion date for the work expected sometime in 2026. Hearing from people in Soda is celebrating a $20 million plan to repair the crumbling Sodas Bay East break wall. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer was there yesterday. He says he spearheaded the push for the federal support. That funding will play a vital role in protecting the area. According to the Majority Leader, the 90-year-old wall has been rapidly deteriorating. They point to heavy rainfall as that impact, and they say this has caused tens of millions of dollars in property damages.
This wall, this 1,700 feet of wall, is part of the preparation that will protect just 50 homes down this way, but also other businesses, as Senator Schumer said, like Abe's, where we stand now, or Captain Jack's under Jennifer and Dwayne's new ownership. Also our new jazz bar coming into town. All of those businesses could be wiped out by not having the protection that we're putting in.
Construction could start as early as August, expected to wrap up next summer. By the way, that's the largest single federal investment ever given to Sodas Bay. CMAC has announced the full lineup for the new season, which begins the 24th. Some of the featured artists, including the Zac Brown Band, Carrie Underwood, Pentatonics, and Miranda Lambert. Tickets for those shows on sale now online through Ticketmaster or the main box office. You know who you might run into there, at least for sure this summer? This guy sitting next to me here at the desk.
I got a couple of plans to go to those shows there, so such a great spot.
It is. I saw Kenny Chesney there, Old Crow Medicine Show, Lumineers. It's awesome. No matter who the band is, just being out there on a nice night.
Get some local beers over there as well, which is always nice. Canandaigua, great spot. Going to be in the 70s there. You're up along Lake Ontario. You're going to be dropping that number a lot, likely lower to mid-60s. Yes, that old lake breeze. Tonight, though, notice that a difference in temperatures as we go into tonight. Upper 50s. That's because we got much warmer air through the overnight. But then those downpours are eventually going to bring cooler air by Thursday and Friday. You see that dip there. Friday, start of the Lilac Fest. Just happens to be the coldest day on the 8th day, unfortunately. That's how it happens sometimes.
Always on the weekend, and then we get you to Mother's Day. But the parade, Saturday morning, that's what we want to see. Enjoy your day, everybody. We'll see you back here in 30.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.